everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite Amazon travel finds. Some of these things I have used many times, and then some things are new to me and I just recently used them for the first time on my very first cruise. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to show you are things that I use for organization. This is a jewelry bag by Bag Smart. It is a small one, and then this is the large one. I have used them both depending on the length of my travels. Most recently I was on a 7-day cruise, so I did use the larger one, and this one does have like a little zipper pouch here so you can stick stuff in here. Also has a zipper pouch here. It has these little snap, or you can put rings or bracelets or whatever. Then a thicker one, of course. You have another end of this has these little zipper pockets here, so there's lots of storage there for like earrings or whatever. And then you flip it over, and then you've got a place to hang your necklaces, and these just unsnap, and then you would just hang your necklace there and loop them through the little thingy here, and then they drop down in here just so they don't get all tangled. So this is pretty handy. It folds up pretty flat. It fit right inside my carry-on backpack that I took on the cruise with me on embarkation day. And then the other jewelry case that I do use on occasion if I'm gone for the weekend, or if we go to Gatlinburg for a quick trip, or just anything that we're going on a quick trip for, I will take this one. So this is just a smaller version of what I just showed you, but it actually has a lot of the same features, the same thing I just showed you, only just a smaller version. I did get this one in the pink color, but this is also by Bag Smart. I have a toiletry bags. I have 2 different sizes that I use actually. They're still full from recent trips that I've been on. But this one is, I'm not sure what the brand is on this one, but I will link it below just like I will everything else. But I would consider this one more of a medium size toiletry bag, and it's got the black kind of quilted look to it. It's got the gold zipper, which is really nice. The zippers are really good on these bags. So you just basically unzip it, and then it looks like this, and then you unfold it, and when you unfold it, you have all this space for everything, and then a hook that you can hook it on your bathroom door or wherever in your bathroom. So it's really handy. This one, I think it could probably hold some full-size products, but I didn't use full-size products. I used a lot of travel-size products in this one, but it has this section up here that unzips, and you can put things like makeup brushes in here. You can put your contacts, whatever, in there. This section, I've kind of got my shampoos and lotions and things, and then I've got some makeup in here, and then another little bag down here at the bottom. I've got toothpaste, toothbrush, things like that in there. But the cool thing about this one is it also has this little bottom part, so if I just need to grab a little something out of here, I can just unzip that part, but without trying to unzip the whole thing up here and then digging down in the bottom for it. So that's a neat little feature on this bag, that it's got that bottom zipper. So then you just fold it up like this, and then there's a little place right here to hook your hook and then it just kind of stays out of the way, and then you just kind of fold it back together. And I do have it full, so you can not have it this full obviously, but then you just zip it up. You can tell that I'm having a hard time zipping this one because I do have it quite full. But anyway, so that's the medium, and then I have the large. Now this one I do know the brand. This one is the LUGGAGE. I love this size. This is a large, and you can actually take your large size products. If you want to put this in a checked luggage, you could, if you're taking large size products, if you're flying or whatever. Or if you are driving, this is a great one to use. But again, it's got the black quilted look to it with the gold zippers, which is really nice. And this is actually a full size pocket. Got a few little things in there, but anyway, so it's a full size pocket here. It kind of makes it look like there's 2 when you zip it together like that, but it's really nice looking. I like that. And then you unzip it just like the other one. And again, look how big this thing is. I mean, it is massive. I can't even show you. This thing is huge. You know, like I said, I could probably put everything I need in this thing and not have to carry anything else for far as cosmetics or toiletries. I could probably put mine and my husband's stuff in here together, but it's quite large. So I do really like it, and it does fit my needs if I am not having to worry about flying with it or anything like that. The next thing that for my technology stuff, I do have a little carrier for it. This is from Bag Smart as well. I really like that brand. All their zippers are really good on everything they have, so I've enjoyed that. And then this again is the black. All of these bags come in multiple colors, so check them out because they're really good and they're really good quality. And I am not sponsored by Bag Smart in any way. However, I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you do purchase anything from the links that I put below, I do earn a small commission. However, that does not change the price for you, so you can certainly rest assured that it's not going to be any different. So it just more or less gives me a little bit of a commission if you do buy something from my link. But anyway, I have my technology stuff in here, chargers, cords, blocks, whatever it may be. It fits nicely in that little bag. I'm not going to open this up, but I will put a picture up here of what this is. I have actually just gotten back from a cruise, my first one actually. I used a over-the-door hanging shoe organizer. That thing came in very handy. That's not what this is. This one's a little different. It does hang over the door. The one that I took had the little pockets, you know, that you normally put your shoes in. And we just used it because there was 3 of us to a cabin, 3 women. And so we used it for different things. Hairbrushes, the little things you put over your hair while you're, you know, doing your makeup or whatever. We just stuck it full of everything. Sunscreen, whatever. But my sister went and purchased this little thing. And again, I'll put the picture up here. It basically is a hanging organizer, but it has shelving, which is really neat. So she highly encouraged me to get one of those. So I did. And the next time I go on a cruise, I'll have it. So I'm going to try it versus the shoe organizer and see how much I like it better than that one. And then another thing for organization, I had, and I use this with my magnet hooks that I'm going to tell you about shortly, but I hung this on a magnet hook in my cruise cabin, but this is for sunglasses. So you can hold, or readers, whatever. So I can hold 3 pair of sunglasses in there, and it just kind of folds up and snaps together like that. And then I just hung it on the wall. It was out of the way. Actually, I left it open just like that. I hung it on the wall, and I just kept my glasses in it. And so any day that I went out that I needed sunglasses, I just grabbed them. Anyway, that was handy. And I also have one that actually holds 5 or 6 pair as well. Another thing is we did use in the cruise cabin, they do have in the shower, at least on Norwegian Jade, which is what cruise line we were on, they had in the shower a hanging, it kind of pulled out of the wall, and you could hang your clothes on it. It was like a clothesline. And so, which was great. We liked it. We used it. However, I had this that I brought too because I got tired of hanging our clothes in the shower and then having to move them if we needed to take a shower. So we took magnet hooks and we hung this in the bathroom, but we hung it pretty high up with 2 magnet hooks, because you have these little hooks on each end. And then you have these little clothespins that are built in. And we hung our stuff on it to dry, like our swimsuits and whatnot. And it does have these little dividers in between that kind of slide. So you can make this as short or as long as you need to. And it just kind of provides support there so your stuff doesn't slide. So that's pretty handy. And we did use that. And I actually used it when we went to the beach last year as well in a condo that we were in to hang some stuff to dry. So that was really neat. Also, this bag that I'm sticking this in, I have several sizes of these different little bags. They look like they're mesh, but they're really not. I mean, they are, but they are solid. So nothing leaks through them or anything like that. But they're really neat, and I have all different sizes of these. I actually had these, this size right here, that I had my allocated amount of money in each one of these, and I would just grab one out each day that I went to port so that I wouldn't take any more money that I needed to spend, and I would just have already an allocated amount. So these worked out pretty good too. And then again, like I said, I have all different sizes of those, from little bitty like this to great big like this. All right, so next I have, these are what you call magnet clips. So these actually magnetize to the walls, which are metal in most cruise cabins, and then it has a little clip. So like we hung our daily planner, I forgot what it was called. Anyway, the thing that kind of tells you what's going on each day on the cruise. So we hung ours with these, and then whatever else we needed to hang it with, we did. And those came in very handy. And then I mentioned these in another video, but I had not used them yet until my cruise. So now that I've had a chance to use them, I have all of these little magnet hooks. So these are just different sizes, so they're just kind of all stuck on there. So I'm hoping I can get them apart to show you. This one I think is a 25-pound weight. Some is separate like this. And then you take it and then you just kind of screw this in. And then you take it and you hook it onto, or just stick it onto your wall. And then you have a hook in order to hang things on. So like I said, it holds about 25 pounds. So we used it for our lanyards that I'm going to show you here in a minute. We used them for hats. We used them for bags. I mean, we hung as much stuff on the walls that we could to make room in the cabin for us with 3 women. We had a lot of stuff. So they came in pretty handy. And then I also have this size. Size holds, I think, 75 pounds. And it's a little bit bigger. And it was great. It comes again with the hook that you just kind of screw in there. And anyway, it would hold like a backpack. It held my beach bag. So it'll hold a lot more. You can even stick these on the ceiling and hang stuff up. Like I had a fan that I hung from the ceiling that worked great. Magnet hooks are a plus. And I know I got a wad of them right here, but let me just tell you, between these and then my cousin who brought some as well, we used every single one of these on our cruise. So very handy. Makeup or toiletries or whatever you want to use this for. I also have this Bag Smart bag, and I love this bag because when you unzip it, it goes flat. So it's like that, so you don't have any trouble finding anything. It's got pockets in here. It's got a zipper here in the middle. I usually just stick brushes or whatever in there. It's got a zipper pouch over here, and then, you know, like I said, you just lay it on your counter and you can see everything you have, and it works great. I highly encourage this bag too, which is very handy. I don't know that it's genuine leather, but it is like a leather feel to it, but it's really nice feeling and very nice looking. I used this my entire trip on my cruise, and I've been using this actually in my everyday life. This is a Lululemon. It's not Amazon, but I think you can get them on Amazon, but it is the Lululemon belt bag. I think this might be the 2L because I did like the bigger size. That I have a 1L also. It's green, like a hunter green, and I did let my sister use it while we were on the cruise. But this thing is handy too because you can wear it crossbody like this, but you can also wear it as a fanny pack, which comes in handy. Like when we went to the beach last year and we went and played putt-putt golf, it was a little aggravating having it as a crossbody because when I would go to putt-putt, it would fall or move or whatever. So I just finally ended up putting it on as a fanny pack, and it worked great. But it has a lot of things in here, but it has several little pockets in here that you can use. It holds a lot more than what it looks like. And then it's got an outside pocket here too that holds stuff. So anyway, that came in handy. And then also the zippers are really, really nice on this bag. As you can tell, they're just like butter. They move pretty quickly and easily. And then, of course, I have my hand sanitizer hooked on here as well. But this also adjusts, and so it has this slit right here, and you can adjust the length. There's these little bands right here. You just kind of slide them down, and then you adjust to wherever you want it. And then you can take these little bands and stick them right back over it, and it keeps it in place, which is very nice. So you don't have this kind of flopping around or anything. So that's really cool. So anyway, I use this bag every single day, and it is so handy. But it's most definitely handy when you're on a trip. This is from Tripped Travel, and I got it on Amazon as well. And so this opens up. There's a zipper pouch right here, so you can stick stuff in there. It's got a hook, so you can hang it wherever you want to. And then it's got these nice zippers. So you unzip it here, and it goes almost all the way around. And then you open it up, and you have all this inside. So you have this little bag right here, which I think you could put probably a curling iron, a flat iron, brushes, about like that. And so yeah, you can just stick whatever in there. And then zip it back up. And then it also comes with a little 311 TSA bag. It's really nice to have. And then it's got a hook here, so you can hook this onto your suitcase so you have it out, or onto your backpack. And so you can keep it handy so it'll be out. I have never flown in an airplane, so all that I'm telling you is based on what I've heard other people say. And I'm going to be flying in September next year when we go on our Alaska cruise, so we're going to fly into Seattle. I've never done that, so I'm only telling you from what I've heard other people say. So this is for TSA, for your liquids. And this is the rest of your bag. And so you have a zipper here with mesh. You have a zipper here that you can put stuff in. Then you have another zipper here and another zipper here, so you can stick things in there. You can stick things in here. There's two little bitty pockets right here. And remember that outside zipper I told you? There it is. And that actually lets you get into that without having to open the whole bag. And then it has this little detachable piece, and you can just stick whatever in there. Maybe a toothbrush, toothpaste is what I'm thinking. Contact case, your contacts. could go in here. And I don't know, this looks like it might be, it's a little bigger than this one, so I don't know if you can use this as a liquids bag. But anyway, it is something that can keep your stuff from getting, if it's wet or if you're traveling and you're not flying. So that's Tripped Travel. And so I hear they have great packing cubes as well. As far as organization, this is a makeup brush organizer. And you just stick your brushes down in here. There's actually a spot for them. There's little holes. You can just stick them down in there. And then this is nice where it won't, you can wipe this off. So if your brushes get makeup or whatever on it, it's easy. And then what you can do is once you get them in there, you can just unzip this and fold this down and leave this out on your vanity while you're traveling or even at home. And you can keep all your brushes in this, and it's pretty handy to have. So there you go. And then when you're done, you're ready to go. You just pull it back up, zip it back up, and you're ready to go. This is a foldable laundry hamper that I use. Put your dirty laundry in this. You just kind of fold it back up, and then you take this little thing and wrap around it, and then it packs flat in your suitcase. So that's pretty handy as well. This is from Bag Smart. So this is from a set of 4 pieces. There's a large, a medium, a small, and then there's another little piece that you can put shoes in. These are what you call compression bags. And so what happens is you have this all open. And so it looks like this. So it's deep, just like a regular packing cube. So you see that? And then you put all your stuff in there, and then you zip it up the one time. So then there's your regular packing cube, and it's got mesh so you can see what's in there, which is pretty cool. So then you can go one step further and zip it more. And what it does is it compresses and it makes your stuff smaller. So that gives you more space in your suitcase. Just be careful when you're doing that, because if you're compressing a lot of stuff, it could get heavier. So just make sure you still check your weight on your luggage before you go to the airport. These are just regular packing cubes that I have used, and this color matches my suitcase. That's why I got this color, but I got these also on Amazon, and they are nice. And you've got a little mesh here so you can see what's in them. And it tells you on the outside of each bag what they recommend will fit in there. So this one supposedly will hold pants, a vest, a jacket, or whatever. So your bigger articles of clothing. So you open that, and then within this you have another size, and this one recommends like shirts, shorts, blouses, and they have handles, so these are handy. And then it comes with, so that's 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3. So then it comes with another smaller one in here. So this is like probably an 8-piece set, 6 or 8 piece, I can't remember, but I'll have this link below so that you can see. But it even comes with little pouches, little shoe pouches, a laundry pouch, and then I don't think I have it in here. I think I have it in my bathroom. Nope, here it is. I have some extra toiletries that I keep in this one because I have 2 sets of these. So I use this to carry some extra toiletries in my carry-on. So anyway, those are pretty handy. And these are really good quality packing cubes, and the zippers are good, and I've had a lot of success with these, and I've had these for a couple years now, and I've just taken them on regular vacations with me. And what I do is when I get somewhere, so like for example, when I was on my cruise, we kind of had to divvy out all the little drawers and shelves and between the 3 of us women. And so I just left my stuff in it, and then as I needed things out of it, I would just go pull it out and get what I needed. So that was pretty handy. And then when I'm in a condo, like on just a land vacation, then I will leave my stuff in the packing cubes again, and I might stick them in the drawer, but they're in the packing cube, but I might like unzip it and leave it open so that I can get to it easily. But anyway, either way, it makes it easy so that when we get ready to leave, it's all still in the packing cube, whatever I had left over, and then it just gets zipped up and goes back into my suitcase. So this is the Love the backpack, and I love it so much. It's really nice. It has a zipper here, and I used this on my cruise for my carry-on bag. And then it has a zipper here, and so within this it has pouch. You put pencils in there, and it's pretty spacious. So like it's pretty deep, and there's a little place right here that comes off that you can put keys on. It's like a little key ring, and then it snaps right back in here. Anyway, I think this is where I actually stored my tech bag that I showed you earlier, my tech organizer, and my jewelry, among a few other things, because they were flat and they fit right down in there perfectly. I also put my passport, I think is where I kept that. If I didn't, that is a great place for it. Either there or there's another spot in the back that you could put it So like in the back here, there's a zipper right here. And this is to your back, so it's more secure. But you could even put like your phone or your passport or whatever in there, so that's pretty handy. And then it has this little luggage sleeve right here, so this slips right down over the handle of your luggage. So if you get tired of carrying it because it was heavy, you can stick it on a piece of luggage if you need to. It has these clips which kind of compress it, so we'll undo those and I'll show you the rest. You've got a place for a cup here which has elastic, so it kind of expands out, and then you've got a place to plug in and charge your device, your phone or whatever. Here is where you would put your portable charger to hook up to that in order to do that. So anyway, when we open this section, and you can reach it from the top also, so you can just open it a little bit, and that way if you need to get something out, you can certainly do that easily. And I have stuff in here, I'll have to show you what this is. So anyway, this unzips actually like a suitcase, but it goes it's going this way, which is handy, but this is deep. This is really deep. You could put a whole nother set of clothes in there. This came with some extra packing cubes. This is where you plug in your portable charger to. It's got the compression little buckle here. So once you put your stuff in there, you can compress it with this. And then it's got a pocket over here. Here you have a wet bag. So if you need to stick something wet in there, then you've got another little mesh bag down here that I just put some miscellaneous things like Clorox wipes, handy wipes, or whatnot. There is that bag. And then this, actually, I'll go ahead and show you to you. I did not buy this on Amazon. I actually bought it from Vera Bradley, but you can get this most likely on Amazon because I know they sell Vera Bradley on there. So I will see if I can find you one that's just like this, that's on the Amazon site, and link it. But this is a handy laundry bag that I have. What's so cool about this is, see this mesh area, so that allows it not to be aired out so that it's not going to smell. But if you don't want it on there, if you don't want it open like that, you can actually zip it up. And then of course it's got drawstring closure, which is right here. And then you can just carry it like a crossbody. So I kept all my dirty clothes in the pop-up hamper that I showed you. But then once we got ready to leave, I didn't have a way to wash my clothes when we were on the ship. So I stuck everything in here that was dirty. I was able to fit it right back into my suitcase and it not be on everything else. So I guess that's one reason, yeah, you would zip that part up so that the smell of your dirty clothes are not getting on your clean clothes. So anyway, that's a great little bag that I love. I have a great big one of these too that I take when my whole family's traveling, so we keep our dirty clothes in it. So usually if it's just me and my husband, because we both, between the two of us, will end up with a lot of clothes that are dirty that we may not be able to wash before we get home. So the bigger one actually comes in more handy for that. So next I'm going to show you a little bit more about stuff that I used as far as luggage. I'm going to link for you the luggage that I used. I do normally get Samsonite. I have never really bought myself luggage except for kind of a cheaper brand luggage, and it's always worked, but it's always been a soft side. And I have really enjoyed my Samsonite hard side luggage, and so the reason I like it is because it does have a 10-year warranty on it. I know there's a lot of other pieces of luggage out there that I've never tried, so one of these days maybe I will, but I really like my Samsonite right now. So I will show you that in the link below as well, and then a picture of it I will put up here for you as well. Then for luggage, you're going on a cruise. I did buy these by the recommendation of many people that are professional cruisers, as I would call them, or pro cruisers. They have recommended that when you get your luggage tags from the cruise line, that you buy a luggage tag holder, and they do come per cruise line. So like when you go on Amazon, you look it up, make sure that you get the right one for, say, Norwegian Cruise Line or Royal or whomever. So like for instance, I got these and they are for Norwegian Cruise Line. But like they each may have a different size, because I think their luggage tags that they send you or that you print are different sizes depending on the cruise line. These are for Norwegian. And so basically what you're going to want to do is, like what we did was we printed our luggage tags, and then I folded them where you could see the room number on both sides, and I stuck them in here, and then I snapped them together. Some people still taped theirs just because they felt more comfortable. So you can do whatever you want to do. But then you take this, and this is a pretty good, dirty cable, and then you just connect it like this onto your luggage handle. And so there you go. Now I did add an additional, I don't have it down here with me, but I did add an additional luggage tag on there just so it was something that would stand out that I knew was mine. So that was pretty handy. And some people just tie on a piece of ribbon or whatever. Some people buy bright colored luggage. Like my aunt had a bright yellow piece of luggage, and that, I mean, like when we were going on the gangway on the cruise, we were like, hey, there's your luggage. And it very well was her luggage because she could spot it out because it was a bright yellow. So anyway, so these are pretty handy. But yeah, you don't have to have these, but if you do, just print them, stick them on your luggage handle. If it's raining, there's a chance they could get torn off from them being wet. Even some people will take duct tape and wrap over them and then put them on there, and that's fine too. So that is definitely still an option. But these are reusable, and you can just, you know, every time you go on a cruise, you can just use these if you want. So anyway, I'll link those down below as well. And then another thing that I used on my cruise every single day was my holder for my card, my cruise card. And so this is a lanyard that comes apart right here. Some of the places that we went into, we had our card stuck down in here, and then some of the places we went to, all I had to do was hand them this and they scanned it or whatever, and then they brought it back. But then a lot of them I actually literally had to take the card out. So whatever's easiest for you is fine. But it's handy because you don't have to worry about keeping it in a wallet or carrying a purse or whatever while you're on the cruise ship. So you just keep it around your lanyard, and it's also like retractable. If it is a place where you can just do like that, that works as well. I feel like I had to take it out of this a lot. But I also brought this. I ended up not using this like I thought I would because I used this more. But this is pretty handy too though. This is magnetic, and it sticks to the back of my MagSafe phone case, and it doesn't budge. Like, it's not coming off. I mean, I literally have to pull it off. But inside it, I keep my, like I do use this on a daily basis, but I keep my credit card, I keep my insurance card, driver's license. So on a daily basis, I do use this. But sometimes more than not, I do just kind of throw it in my purse. It is an RFID wallet, but I'll just throw it in my purse. But if I'm going in somewhere and maybe I don't want to take everything with me, or if I'm just leaving the house and I just got to run maybe to a quick little store or whatever, and I don't want to take my purse, I just throw this on there and I go, and I don't have to worry about carrying anything else. So this is still a very handy wallet that I really, really like. While we were on the cruise, Norwegian Jade actually had cardboard straws with their drinks, and so I bought me another pack of these because I lost some of them while I was on the cruise. But they have cardboard straws, and honestly they weren't bad because some cruise lines, I think from what I hear, have candy straws, and some of the straws just dissolve, and so people didn't like them. So I did buy these little straws, and basically got a little carabiner with it, and you just hook it onto the little thingy here. And then I had this actually hooked on to my lanyard, this, and so this went with me everywhere I went on the cruise. And so when we would go get a drink or something, you just unscrew this and you pull out your straw, and then you put this back on. Oh wait, there's a cleaning brush, so you're gonna put that back in here and I did make sure I washed these before I used them, and after I used them. So anyway, you put that back together, and then here's the straw. So it's retractable. It has a little rubber tip here, so you're not having to touch the metal with your mouth. But this is the neatest thing. Anyway, because these were very, very handy. And then yeah, you can just stick your straw back in there and just store it there, and then put it back together. But it comes in all different colors. This little set comes in all different colors. It comes with this pack of 4. They're by Kina. I'm sure there's other brands on Amazon, but this is the one I bought. And there's, you can see there's 4 different colors. And they have many other colors too in the set. So on luggage, I did use my air tags. I had an air tag in each of my pieces of luggage. I had one in my, so I took a large suitcase. I took a medium suitcase. Each of those were checked with the cruise line, and each of them had a air tag in it, Apple AirTag, so I could follow it on my phone. And then I also took on board with me that backpack I just showed you. It had one in it as well. I also have one inside my passport holder, and I don't have it out to show you, but I'll put you a picture up here. My passport holder actually has a place for an air tag in it as well. So I had 4 that I used. I didn't really need it for some of the things that I carried on me, but I just wanted to make sure if I laid it down somewhere, if it got lost or somebody stole it, then I could at least figure out where it was. So those are really good to have. And I'm sure there's other, if you don't have an Apple device to track them on, you could probably get, I think there's other ones ones, tiles maybe. There's different things you can buy for that same purpose, and they're listed on Amazon as well. So I'm filming right now on my GoPro. I have a GoPro 12. I did take it with me on my cruise, which was very nice, and then I hooked it to this little device, which allowed me to put it on my wrist. I could like tighten it up and so I wouldn't lose it. And then it has this orange little end so that if I dropped it for some reason, maybe this got loose or maybe this broke or whatever, and I dropped it, this thing floats. And this will come up top so that you can see it. So it makes it easy to find. And then again, it's just where it hooks onto the GoPro hooks onto the device right here. And so it makes it easy to kind of walk around, and you've got it on your wrist. And then you hold it like this to go around and record. And then I took it in the pool. I took it in the ocean. It was really nice to use. This tripod, now I did not use this on my cruise, but I use this a lot. So like if we're maybe doing something here at the house where I've invited people over and we take pictures, we take a lot of pictures. Then you basically would open this up. I haven't opened it in a while, so bear with me as I try to remember how. I think you just open this, you push this little button at the bottom and the legs come out. And then you just push that down. And so then you've already got your tripod right there. But you can make it longer. This thing extends long, like a microphone stand, basically. It's got this little end. I'm gonna push it back down so you can see. It's got this end right here that adjusts, that you can put your phone in, your GoPro in, or whatever. You can even turn it this way. So if you wanna do a portrait mode or you can do a landscape mode, you've got those options. And then you just push it back down in here, and there you go. It also has a remote that's tucked right inside, and you charge it. I think it takes a USB-C, or it may have one of those special. I usually just use my Apple Watch to take pictures and use it, but this is handy if you don't have an Apple Watch. If you keep it charged, because it's got a remote where you can just push the button to take the picture. But again, like you don't have to have it way out like I just showed you. You can just hold it like a regular, like a selfie stick or whatever, and that's pretty handy as well. I did use this a lot. This is a shark watch. Now this is not probably the colors I would have picked out. This is my daughter's. I did borrow it from her because I didn't want to take my Apple Watch in the ocean. I generally will take it in a pool, but I will not take it in the ocean. I know you probably can, but I just didn't want to get it in the salt water. And then it's pricier, so I didn't want to risk losing it or dropping it or anything like that, or having it stolen. I mean, even if I had it on me, it probably wouldn't get stolen, but you never know. So I just didn't even take it off the cruise ship with me. I always wore this. And it is a waterproof watch. It is digital, and it kept me on time so that I had, knew what time to get back to the ship. That's really all I used it for. But it's really nice. It just kind of snaps together right here like that. It's got the little shark emblem on it. Yeah, I got this for her one year. I can't remember. It may have been when she first went into college. She was going into the medical field, and so she needed some other kind of watch besides a smartwatch. And so I got her this. This is what she had asked for. So it came in pretty handy for me. If you are out at the pool or out at the ocean and you're using an iPhone, or I'm not sure how other phones are, but I have an iPhone. And this is kind of fun. If you can't see your screen, because when you're outside in the sun, you can't see the screen. This is a little thing. It's an umbrella for your phone. And basically, you just kind of connect it here. Wait, I may have it upside down. So you connect it here. It's a pig, as you can see. And it kind of goes in its little bottom. But it goes there. And then that pulls up, and then you stick this to the back of your phone, and it shades it so that you can see it. So that is just the niftiest thing, and it does work. I have used it in my pool, so it's great. And it works just like a regular umbrella. It's got the little thing to close it, and you push it down. It's so funny. Also, I use my Kindle on the cruise, or any other time I'm in the pool, or if I go on vacation or whatever. I do have the Kindle Paperwhite, which is really nice because you can actually see the screen because it's white. I do listen to audiobooks a lot. I use Audible, and I'll link below if you're interested in learning about Audible. I love Audible because I'm in the car all the time, driving to work and home, and so it's hard for me to sit down and actually read a book unless I'm on vacation. So I do use Audible quite a bit, and I get a lot of free credits on there. I don't know. I mean, I do pay a subscription to use it, which is not too bad, but I get a lot of free credits. So I bet I haven't paid literally for a book in forever because I get so many credits. But I'll link that below too if you're interested in Audible and learning about it. But I can also, I love to sit down and actually read a book. So that's why I have my Kindle as well. And I do have Kindle Unlimited also that I bought through Amazon. So I'll link that below for you as well. I am an Amazon affiliate, as I mentioned earlier. So if you do purchase anything from any of the links below, I do earn a small commission. Again, it doesn't change the price for you at all. It just allows me to earn a small commission. So if you do order, thank you very much. But I do have this case, which is really neat. Now, this is a leather case. So I had a different case when I took it on the cruise. I had actually a waterproof case on it. And I'll link that below as well. But this one's leather bound, and I like it because it has this little handle right here that I just kind of slip my hand through, and I can just hold my book like that to read it. So that's pretty handy. Or it has this. So if I just want to set it on a table, I can set it on a table and read it as well. And on your Kindle Paperwhite, you can change the color. You can change, it's not color. I guess what I mean is it can be like a sepia, I'm not sure. It can be bright white. It can be a lighter color. You can change the font. So it's pretty intuitive to stuff like that. So it's basic in a sense that it's almost complicated for me at times, but it's like it's so simple to use that I overthink it a lot. But I love my Kindle Paperwhite. I'm actually thinking about getting the Kindle Scribe at some point, but that'll come later. But I do like the features it has with being able to take notes and things like that. So that may come next. So also, I have this cute little case that I bought. I know it's novelty, but I just thought it was so cute to use for my Apple AirPod Pros. It's a little suitcase, as you can tell. It's even got the wheels don't work, but it even shows you the little wheels on it. It comes with little stickers you can put on it to show traveled places. And then, of course, it flips up like that. And it does have a hook, so if you want to hook it onto your purse or your whatever, you can backpack, whatever, you've got a hook there. So as far as cameras go, now we've had this one for a long time, and I think I got this on Amazon. I'll have to go back and look. But this is a waterproof camera. I bought my daughter a long time ago. She'd asked for one when we got the pool. Well, we bought the house that has the pool. And so she wanted a waterproof camera, so I got her this one. And this is made by Fuji, and it goes 65 foot underwater. It's waterproof, 65 foot, and it is also shockproof. So it's Wi-Fi. You put in an SD card and you go to town. It is the neatest little camera. I love it. So it's probably not like a GoPro, obviously. It's just basically a camera, but it takes really good pictures. Now it does do video, but it's not like a GoPro. Let me just say that. But it's really nice. It's neat. And if you want a waterproof camera, I will say this, I would get another handle just because I don't see that this one has a way to like tighten. Oh yeah, it does. Look at there. So you can tighten this so that it stays on your wrist. Now, if it had the kind like what was it I had? The GoPro handle. It had the little button you push so it locks. This one doesn't, so you can easily do that. So you they may have made these a little better now than what they did when we bought it, but I would make sure it has a really good handle so you don't lose it, is this device. So I bought this case to go with it. It does come separate. This is what I use. I have two of these. I have one on my bed that I try not to ever move. Then I bought a second one for travel. So this is a 3-in-1 travel charger. It's not what you call a portable battery like type charger. You have to plug it in and then you lay everything on it. So this will hold your phone, this will hold your Apple Watch, and this will hold your AirPods. This is by the brand UCOMX, and it's great. I don't know if it works with anything besides Apple. I just know that it works with Apple. So you'll have to read on it to see if it does work for anything else. And I will say, my husband told me the other day that even if you don't put your AirPods on here, you can put your phone on this one. So he carries two phones, so he can actually put a phone here and a phone here. So, and it just folds up like this. And then I just stick it in my little case here. And then it comes with the charger that's got the USB. And then the other end, I believe, is a USB-C. Yes, USB-C. So anyway, that is very handy. Actually, we just got my daughter's boyfriend one for college so that when he's coming home, he can have his charging devices with him if he needs it. So anyway, again, the case is separate, so you do have to purchase it separately. But this is a travel mirror, or I mean, I guess you could use it at home too. Not necessarily travel, but it's handy for travel. So you open it up, and there's your mirror, and here's the power button on the back. You just flip that over, and you turn the power on, and then you've got different colors of lighting that you can use. So that's pretty handy. And there's your power button there, and then of course you've got your power button back here, so you want to make sure you flip that off. Then there's a way to charge it right here, and then you can turn this where you can use this as your stand. This one's great. It stands there, and even you can put it at every level, like here, whatever. And so that works out pretty good. And they have these in a smaller version too, more compact version. And I think now they even make some that have a magnifying mirror that like is on the back, and you take it off and put it on the front where the big mirror is. It just kind of sticks there. And so I might look into one of those too, but because I'm in the need for a larger magnification at times. So this one's pretty handy. This is some of the charging apparatuses that we took on the cruise with us that came in very handy, because you cannot take a extension cord with, well, you can take an extension cord. It just cannot be a surge protector type extension cord, or they will take it from it. So you can bring a regular basic old extension cord. That's my understanding, but just nothing that's a surge protector. Okay, so we bought this and took this on the cruise with me, and basically it just plugs right into the wall, and then it's got a place for 2 USBs. It's got a place for 3 regular plug-ins. So we did use this one quite a bit. And then the next one that I took was this USB hub that actually has USB-Cs and regular USB-A. So it has 3 USB-As and 3 USB-C. This also came in very, very handy. So that way you don't have to take a whole lot of extension cords or anything like that, because these actually do the trick. And then having that thing I just showed you to charge my phone, because that's generally the most important thing to me, is my phone, my AirPods, and my watch. The cruise cabin that we had, and I'm sure they're mostly all the same way, you could not plug in your hair dryer or really anything in that bathroom plug, because it was strictly for razors is what it said. I guess electric razors. So you couldn't use the bathroom. So we had to use the little dressing area in the actual cabin itself, which it had a built-in hair dryer, and I did use it once and it did work good, because I let my niece use my hair dryer that I brought. I brought a smaller one. But either way, and it had a really long cord, so it worked out. Either way, I think next time I may not take my hair dryer, and I don't know, the next one may not work as good as the one did that we had in this cabin, but I may not take it just to save some space. We'll see. These 2 things right here, and then my chargers for my phone, my AirPods, and my watch worked perfectly. So we didn't really need anything else. Now, when my husband and I go on our cruise, I don't know what all he'll want to bring to charge. I still think this will be plenty. Now, I did buy, but we did not use, these 2 things right here. It came in a pack of 2, but this is actually a converter, I believe. So like, we didn't use it because I didn't need it, but there is a European plug in the cabin. This is to convert so that you can use the regular plugs. Again, I didn't use it, and I do like this one because it folds up and it kind of makes it easier to store, but these are great. So I may bring it next time and see if I need it, or if I ever get to travel to Europe, I'll have one. Now this is also another one that's easy. It doesn't fold in, so it kind of sticks out a little bit, but again, it serves the same purpose as this one. It's just a little bit different. It has 1, 2, 3 regular plug-ins, and it has 2 USBs and USB-A, and then 1 USB-C. So that's another one. So I have plenty of those. And then these are handy, y'all. If you have something that is a USB-C and you need to use a USB-A, I bought these, and this is like you stick the USB-C end here, and then you've got it converted into a USB-A. So this is great. It came in a pack of 4, and I bought these little bags to keep them in. These are handy little bags. But yeah, if you don't have these, get you some, because they are great. And these are also really cool. They are, got them all stuck together. So it's basically, if you have a bunch of cords and you need to kind of keep them up out of the way, you just wrap it around your cord however you need to, and then it sticks to itself, and that way it kind of keeps your cords organized. So these are kind of handy too. Next, I have a fan that I brought with me. I did use this we're in the Dominican because it was hot. I did use this. Basically, it charges right here. It's got the little USB-C thing there, and then it's got a button right here, and then you just push this button. This one has like 3 or 4 speeds. So there's 1, 2, 3. And it blows out pretty good on cool air, so that came in handy. Another little fan that I brought, and this doesn't go with it. I actually just kind of stuck it in there because I couldn't find the string that went with it. I was in a hurry when we were going to one of our ports. I was like, I need something to put this around my neck. So I just threw this thing I had around it. Actually, I think this goes to maybe a lanyard. I'm not sure. This is 3-in-1, I guess. So it actually serves as if you hold this down, it serves as a flashlight. It also can charge with a USB or a USB-C. And then it also flips open and it's a fan. And I did use this also on one of my cruises. So see, you've got 1, 2. That one has 2 speeds, but it's nice. But it's also not like metal. So even if you touch it, it's not going to hurt you. But I did use this one too because I didn't have time to charge my other one when it died. And so I had this one charged. And so I took it the next day that we were at port. But the third thing that this thing does is it is a portable charger. So you do have to have a cord though, however, but it is a portable charger and it is pretty handy to keep in your purse or bag or what. You have another portable charger that I want to show you, actually 2 of them. This one is called the iWalk, and this one actually I love because it's very handy and it's small, and it has this little screen right here, so when you're charging something it'll tell you how much battery power is left. But you just pull this little end off and this goes directly into the bottom of your phone to charge it. When I put it here, I just kind of stick it right there and there you go. And that is the handiest thing, and you can talk on it or whatever, and that's really cool because it's not in your way, and you can see that it tells you what the battery charge is on it. So that one's very handy. And then the next one that I have, which is also another one of my favorites, it's a little bulkier but thin, so it also fits right down in my purse real easily. But this one's so awesome. So like now the one I just showed you, this one, you do have to plug it in the wall with a cord. This one, however, does not. You just plug it directly into the wall, and then guess what? It has this little thing here that gives you a USB-C, and then whatever that little bitty one is. I don't know what that one goes to, but something. And then this is I guess the mini micro. I'm not sure what it's called, but this is like probably the 14 and below on the iPhone. And it also charges my AirPod Pros. So that's also very handy. So this you do not have to add another cord to this one, which I love. And this also, and this flips back up, this also gives you the screen that tells you the percentage of your battery power. So that is awesome. So this is by VRURC. Great. And they come in many different colors. So this is very handy to have. While I was on the ship, and I wanted to carry around water with me or whatever drink that I decide to put in it, this came in very handy. And I love it. So it is a case. It Velcros and you stick your cup down in it. It also has a pocket here. So if you need to put your phone or a wallet or money or anything, you've got space. But generally, so I think it'll hold both the 20 ounce. I think that's what I took with me. This is my Stanley. See, I got my little frog thingy here for my straw. I got those from Amazon as well. I'm pretty sure this is my 20 ounce cup. It's either 20 or 24. That's what I'm kind of confused about. It does fit in here. It goes right like that. And then you put your Velcro on there, and then you can wear it as a crossbody and just take your water around with you everywhere you go. So you have no excuse not to drink your water. Also, I'm pretty sure this is my bigger Stanley, which is 40 ounce, and you put it in here as well. Let's see. I'm not sure. I haven't used this one for this big cup. Actually, I think it was intended for this cup to begin with, but it actually just happened to work with my smaller one. Yes, so yes, you can use it for this cup too. So it fits perfectly. So there you go. And look, one's got a dolphin and my name on it. So my daughter had this one made for me. Now the other Stanley, that one I just showed you, I had a little turtle thingy on it. Get where I bought it. It may have been Etsy too, but anywho, it was really cute, but I broke it. But some different ways to protect your stuff when you are in the water. This is probably, I mean, my iPhone 15 Pro Max does fit in here. However, I have to take my case off of it. So I don't really like having to do that because I like having my case on my phone. This one is a good one to use if you have a smaller phone than a Pro Max, because that'll give you still a little bit more room too, and you probably won't have to take it out of your case. These do work. I have tested them and they work. I will link it below. Basically, you just flip this open and this opens up, and then you just stick your phone down in there, and it will tell you how to do a test before you use it. You get yours, test it just to be on the safe side, because you never know if you get a fluke one or something and it doesn't work. So make sure you test it with a piece of tissue or paper towel, or you gotta make sure everything snaps together good too. So test it definitely. So there's that one. Now I ended up buying, I'm like, there's gotta be a bigger one out there, which I didn't really want to carry a bigger one, but I didn't care. Finally, I was like, I'm doing it. So this one is by Rhinopack and it's bigger. So it holds this phone and then some, which came in handy because when I got off the cruise ship and I was going to the water, like the ocean or whatever, I didn't necessarily have to bring a purse with me, and I didn't have to want to leave something in my backpack at offshore. So what I did was I put my phone in here, I put my cruise card in here, I put my driver's license in here, I put a little bit of cash in here so that anything that I would need, you know, if something got stolen out of my bag. So basically your phone goes down this way and you want it to go this way so that you can still, because you can still text and take pictures and video and whatnot through these things. They work great. Well, actually you don't want it to go this way. What you want to do is you want to put it the other way. So you really need to flip it around so that your phone camera can be seen. Now, can you still text? Yes, you can, but you don't really need to be texting when you're on vacation. So really and truthfully, you want your camera to be seen. So really all you need is down here to be able to see your buttons to take your pictures, because you know you've got your little button down here to take your picture for your camera, and that's all you really need. So that's what I did. And then this has a separate little pocket up here at the top, doesn't go down as far, and that's what this piece is right here. And that's where I kept my card and my money and things like that. But this thing didn't leave me. It stayed on me anytime I was off the ship. If I was around water, and it worked out great. It's big, yes, but it worked out great. And then I did not use this one. I thought I would, but I did not. It doesn't mean I won't, because I probably will at some point. But this is more of a fanny pack style, and you basically would do the same thing. You're gonna stick all your stuff in it that you don't want to get wet. But this one, open it up like this, and let's stick my phone. Now this one you can't take pictures and stuff like that in. That's okay. This is just merely to keep stuff dry. So you stick your phone down in there, and then you've got 3 Ziploc type snaps. So we're gonna snap it together. So you gotta make sure all 3 of these are snapped all the way so that it'll work. And I did test this out too. So you gotta make sure they're all snapped. No more. You gotta make sure you hear them snap all the way across. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll it down just like that. And then you're gonna take the Velcro. You take the Velcro and you bring it over, and then you hook it to the Velcro. You just have to make sure that that Velcro snaps. There it goes. And there you go. And then you wear it around your waist. So that's pretty handy as well. Again, it just was easier for me to use the other because I knew I was going to either take pictures or something. So that's why I did that. But again, this will keep your phone dry or whatever else you want to stick in it. So I do encourage you to get one of these because it's very handy. Towel clips. I do have some cuter ones, but I let my daughter borrow them. She's on a trip to Florida right now for a bachelorette party, and so she's borrowed some of my things, but this is one of the things that I do have for a towel clip, and these are pretty handy as well. They also make towel bands. I have not used those, but a lot of people do highly recommend those, so I'll link you some of those below as well. Pre-cruise, we ended up being at my cousin's house because she lives in Cocoa Beach area. And so we stayed at her house the night before because we were all cruising together, before we all left to go to the cruise port. And so I brought an air mattress. I stayed at her house, slept on an air mattress, and I brought this pillow, which is awesome. So it has its own little case here, as you see, and it's got little snaps so you can hook it on your luggage if you need to. But this is by the brand Vaverto. Vaverto? I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, you take it out of the case, and as you let it open, it will expand. And it is the softest little pillow, and it's just handy as it can be. So if you're flying, I don't know if you want to take this or not. I mean, you could, I guess, because you could probably just attach it to your luggage that you take onto the onto the plane with you. But if not, I mean, it's definitely ideal for if you're staying at someone's house, or if you just want your own pillow in a hotel or something like that. But again, I'm not sure about flying with it, but I mean, if it'll fit in your suitcase, I guess you could. Or if you are able to take it with you when you go on board. So anyway, you basically just flatten it, roll it back up, and then it goes right back in this bag, and there you go. And so it stores easily, and it's very soft. Oh, and then the case on it, like I got pink just because I thought pink was cute. You can get lots of different colors, and that case will unzip off of it so that you can wash it. And then I do have this pillow too that I do plan on taking this with me when we fly to Seattle next year. This one will fit over the suitcase handle. It is a blanket inside here. However, if you take the blanket out, you don't have a pillow anymore. So you have to decide, do you want the pillow or the blanket? So it can't be both. But if you do normally carry a pillow that you fly with, this would be a great option to take for a blanket. I just take it with me in the car sometimes on road trips, so that's handy. And then, so the things that I take with me to the beach, so I'm gonna show you, this is kind of old school for me. I bought these when my kids were little, and we still have them, and we still use them even as adults, because the kids like to go down to the beach at night and look for crabs and whatnot. But these are little headlamps, y'all. These have we have used these for years, but this is from a brand called Everbright, and it basically, you're gonna laugh, I'm gonna show you what it does. We've had these for years, like I said. You basically, this makes it easy so you don't have to carry your phone and your hands free. So get these for your kiddos if you're going to the beach. You put it on your head like this, and then you turn the light on. The battery's probably not working, but it comes in different lights. Let me see if I can find one. I know I look silly, but let me see. Okay, there's one. It comes with different brightness of lights. It comes flashing. So like the flashing, I guess, is if you want somebody to find you, that comes in handy. But anyway, this also adjusts. So you can put this down while you're looking for crabs or whatever. I just love it. My kids absolutely had a ball with these growing up. I think now they might think they look a little silly wearing them, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Even if I go down there, I put one on. But it comes in handy. I'm just telling you, for the beach. Get you some. This came in a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't remember how much they were. I can link it below. I'm assuming they still have these. They may even be different by now, but with different options. But they take 3 AAA batteries, and they last a pretty good while. I mean, those have been in those for, I don't know, a long time, it seems like. And they've lasted a pretty good while. So anyway, those are just a fun little thing to have when you go to the beach. I bought this bag that I really, really like, and I used it on my cruise. I usually, if I'm at the actual beach, like when I'm at a condo or something like that, where I can take more stuff, I usually take a bigger beach bag because I have to take towels and stuff with me, like bigger towels, or like a couple of 2 or 3 towels. This one won't hold that many, but it did hold my one towel that I took off the ship nicely, and then it's really nice. It's pretty good size. It's actually got in lots of different patterns. Comes. It's got pockets in here. It's got a zipper pocket over here, and I like the cute little rope handle, and it zips. I really liked that it zipped completely up. So that's a pretty nice little beach bag. So that came in pretty handy for me on the cruise. A lot of people are using mesh bags and just different ones, or bog bags. I did buy and use my full face snorkel. It's by the brand Zip Out. It comes in a lot of different colors. I got blue. This is very, very handy. So you take it and you push this down, and you want to make sure it's secure. And then I added, well, it had this little piece I had to add on there. This is for my GoPro. So I hooked my GoPro on it, so you don't have to worry about putting on the goggles and then using the snorkel. And it worked great. I absolutely loved it and highly recommend it. So get you one of those. I did not use this next item that I'm going to show you, but mainly because I didn't do a whole lot of snorkeling, but the little bit I did, the mask obviously came in handy. But these for the next time I go snorkeling. I'm hoping to actually do an actual snorkel. I just snorkeled like on my own, and I didn't do much. These are called Kappa's snorkel fins, and they're, from what I think they said, they're like a travel size. And I mean, they fit down in my luggage pretty good. They're flat and they worked out great. Hoping to try them next time. And then I did buy these. I didn't use these either. I heard to get swim shoes, and we didn't really go anywhere where I thought I needed them, but I'm sure eventually I will need these. So I've got them when I need them, but they're very super cute. They come in a multitude of different colors, and they have holes in the bottom so the water comes out, which is nice. But it also keeps your feet from getting rocks in them and getting cut or whatever the case may be. So Downy wrinkle release, that came in so handy with clothes, trying to get wrinkles out or whatever. That came in very, very handy. And then of course I got me this little bag that says life is better on a cruise, but I used it to kind of throw things like wet ones, Clorox wipes, Tide to Go wipes, Tide to Go sticks, all kinds of stuff. So that came in handy as well. And I will do another video at some point that kind of talks about other essential items that you probably should take on a cruise with you. Another one I'll go ahead and show you since I have it here is this little medicine container, which is very, very handy. So it's magnetic, and then you open it up and it has it has 1, 2, 3, 4 of this size container, and then it's got 2 this size and then 1 big one. So I put things like my ibuprofen, Excedrin, my zinc, my vitamin C, things like that in here. And honestly, I keep this with me everywhere I go, but I certainly took it with me on the cruise, among other types of medications that I took with me to have just in case I wasn't feeling well on the cruise. And then of course I took the scopolamine, I think that's how you say it, patches I got from my doctor. Those worked wonderfully. But I did bring Dramamine and Bonine and things like that just in case I needed them. I brought like cold medicines, I brought anti-diarrhea medicines, I brought Imodium, all kinds of different things like that just in case. But I didn't need them, thank goodness. The only thing I needed, every now and then I needed like a Tylenol or something, and that came in handy. And then of course my patches, I only had to, I think I changed them out twice because I think you're supposed to change them every 3 days. And so we were on a 7-day cruise, so that's all I needed. But that is all I have today. I have a ton more stuff that at some point I will sit down and go over with you in a different video. And then I have already posted in a series of vlogs, videos of my trip at the different ports and then the beginning of our cruise. And so now I'm working on, I've done all the ports, and now I'm working on the end of our cruise just to kind of show you how we, what all we did at the end of our cruise, and just some sporadic pictures throughout the cruise that I want to share with everybody. So anyway, that is it. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you liked it, and then be sure to click that notification bell if you want to be reminded of other videos that I post. So anyway, thank you all for watching today, and I really appreciate your support, and I hope you come back.